Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing Leetcode problem 1046, last stone weight. Excuse me. This is going to be solved with JavaScript. It's considered an easy problem. It says you are given an array of integer stones where stones at I is the weight of the ith stone. We are playing a game with the stones. On each turn we choose the heaviest two stones and smash them together. Suppose the heaviest two stones have weights x and y, where x is less or equal to y. The result of the smash is, if x equals y, both stones are destroyed. And if x does not equal y, the stone of weight x is destroyed, and the stone of weight y has a new weight of y minus 6. At the end of the game, there is at most one stone left. Return the weight of the last remaining stone. If there are no stones left, return 0. Okay. So I'm going to kind of explain this. The instructions, as well as describe how we're going to do it at the same time. I think that's the easiest way to do that. So, what we need to do first is we need to sort stones into descending order. Okay, so that sort's going to give us 8, 7, 4, 2, 1, 1. Okay. Now what we need to do is we need to take the two greatest values here. So they're always going to be the first two. And then we look at these two conditions here. First thing we look to check to see if first two values are equal. They're not. So this condition is not what we're going to use. If this were 8 and 8, we're going to do this in a while loop, by the way. So if this were 8 and 8 on the first iteration of while loop, we would just go ahead and get rid of this. And that's all we would do. It's not the case. So what we need to do is we need to do y minus x. So basically the greater value minus the lesser value, and then replace these two values with that value. So we have 8 minus 7 equals 1, so we're going to replace those two values with that. And then we have the rest of this array still in place. Then we go ahead and we sort it again. And so if we sort it again, basically this 1 is going to be moved back here. And we just keep going with this until there is less than 2 elements. So if there's 1 or 0 element left in the array, this while loop will continue. So there's obviously more than that. So we check to see if 4 and 2 are the same. They're not. So we subtract 2 from 4 and replace these two. That's going to give us value of 2. We go ahead and sort this again. And it's not going to change. It's going to be the same. So we check this 2 and 1. Are they equal? They're not. So we subtract 1 from 2. And replace those. That gives us 1. We sort it again. It doesn't do anything because it's all just ones. Then we check the first few values. First two values, we see that they're the same, so we get rid of them. Leaves us with a value of 1, so now the array is down to a length of 1. We go ahead and return the first value of the array, or the first element in the array, which is just a 1. If this worked out that there was nothing left in the array, we return 0. All right, so let's put this to code. Let's grab, we'll grab this one. Let's move on over to CodePen. Okay. Let's create our function. And select the console. So first thing we're going to do is going to create a variable called sort array. We're going to set that equal and it might before we do this, I don't think we need to create a new variable. Initially when I did this, I thought we were going to have to. Let's go ahead and just not do that for now. And if we do in the future, we can change this. But so we're going to sort stones by descending order. So now if we return stones, we should see it in descending order. And we do. Now we're going to use a while loop. And we're going to say while stones.length is greater than 1. Okay, there's our exit condition of the while loop, right? Because we, at the end of the day, you got to, at the end of this game, there's at most 1 stone left. So we're going to have either 1 or 0. And then here we can just say return stones. If stones.length equals 0, we're going to return 0. If not, we return stones at the first index. Okay. So we have 2 things we need to check. I'm going to say if sort array at 0 equals sort array, not sort array, sorry. Stones at 0 equals stones. Stones at 1 we just remove the first 2 elements. So we're going to use the splice method. Start at the 0 index and remove 2 elements. Then we go ahead and we sort the array again. I suppose I can just copy this. Okay. So if they're not equal, we need to replace these 2 values with the greater value subtracted by the lesser value. So what we're going to do is we're going to push into stones So we push into stones the first element minus the second. Then we're going to do all this again. that's all we need. Cool. And I think I'm gonna test this out real quick. Sorry, I'm thinking I should be talking since I'm making a video. Let's paste this into Leetcode. Test it out. Submit it. Cool. Works great. But I don't like the fact that we're basically doing the same stuff here. I almost feel like we could just refactor this. Keep it really simple by, yeah. What I'm going to do here is we're just going to do an if statement to check if this is not true, right? So we can just do this. Then these are reversed, but we need to push, or sorry, we need to put this here, get rid of this else statement, and just put all this after the if statement, because this is going to happen no matter what, right? That makes so much more sense. Let's try this. Cool. Let me test this out in Leetcode. Go ahead and submit it. Works great. All right, cool. I just learned something myself. Well, hopefully you found this video enjoyable and helpful. If you did it, please give it a like. It helps my channel to grow. If you'd like to see more like these, please like and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again real soon.